Hey everybody, it's Tim Michael from TimMichaelArts.com, and I'm a little sick, so please don't excuse me. Well, please don't excuse me. Please excuse me. I'm sorry. Please excuse me if I'm kind of snorty and sniffly and such. I'm going to try and keep this tutorial quick, but I thought you guys might like this one. If you don't know how to use this tool, then I think it would come in handy for you. I don't use this tool a lot, and I probably could use it more often. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos myself more recently and seeing a lot of people using it. It's called the Liquify tool, and it's a really good warping tool. You've seen me warp a lot of images with the normal warping tool, but in this tutorial I want to show you this new push-pull method that, well, it's not new. I mean, it's been with Photoshop for forever. It's just one that I haven't used. So I have a drawing here in front of us that is going to be slightly altered and adjusted. This is a commission I'm doing for a client. Got to get it done by today. And excuse me. What I want to do is I want to change a couple of the shapes on it. His head seems a little big. His chin is pointing out a bit too much. His neck may be getting a bit too small, even though it is a caricature. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to work with the Liquify tool. That way you're not just redraw. You don't have to redraw it so much. You just got to reshape it a little. Now I don't use this tool a lot, so I can't explain all the specifics to you, but I can cover the basics here, and then I can go and learn about them, and then offer an advanced tutorial later on. But let me go ahead and say, make sure the layer is selected that I want to be doctoring up, which is going to be this one. Later on, I'm going to dim this image once I'm done readjusting it. And I wanted the white in the background, and then I'm going to be drawing on this layer, and I'm going to be re-inking it, because this is a scanned image. Let me go ahead and bring up the opacity on this again. Now we're going to go to Filter and Liquify, or you can hit Control-Shift-X. But Liquify. It's going to bring up a separate program window, hopefully, maybe, whenever it makes up its own mind that it's got to do that. It brings up like a mini editor. And once it does, we will begin our tutorial. Here we go. Alright, so basically you can see where I cropped this out of another image that I was working from. And there's several options here. This one here, forward warp tool. This one, reconstruct tool. Twirl clockwise. Pucker tool. So take that and do his mouth to make him pucker. Or this, the bloat tool. You'll see a lot of YouTubers using that on girls, I'm sure. Push left. Mirror tool. Turbulence tool. Freeze mask, thaw mask, hand tool, and zoom tool. Those are the main tools, and then you can adjust all the brushes. Me, I stick with one simple one. That's the forward warp tool. Because the idea is I can grab wherever I want and just rewarp it. So let's say I don't want this forehead as far out as it is. So I can just take this and I can warp the whole image in by pulling it or pushing it where I want it. Okay. I can do the same with the hair. And then also you can change your brush size and all that good stuff. Like his chin, I feel it's a little bit too far over, or not far over enough on this side if I was going to do it that way. So I can take it and I can pull it out this way a bit more. Make my brush size even bigger and just grab whole sections and move those whole sections out. Whatever's in your circle is going to be affected. That's the nice thing. If you're just trying to do simple editing, you know, you're not wanting to redraw everything overall. You're just wanting to doctor a few things here or there. Oh, just froze up. Sometimes it'll do that if the computer has to think really hard on a certain area. You just gotta be patient with it. Click around a couple times, hopefully it'll reset itself here. There we go. Sometimes it'll freak out. Just depends on how big your brush is and how much you're messing with the picture and how strong your computer is, to be honest. Let's try the pucker tool. Let's just do that. Well, maybe that's not such a pucker tool. Which one's that one? Is that one the pucker tool? Yeah, that is the pucker tool. So it pulls everything into itself. And this one's the bloat tool, so probably use that on the nose. Maybe an eye a little bit. Okay, this just became a fun tutorial. And looks like you can move it around and stuff like that, but I'm just clicking once and it's doing that. This is basically exactly what caricaturing is. It's taking those parts that make a person funny and simply exaggerating them and extending them. But it's much better if you draw it and not just go into the Liquify tool. Anyway, I think that's about going to cover this tutorial. Wow, that really messed up my piece. So if I just hit cancel, everything goes back to normal. He's not affected. Alright, so guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope that helps you out. I haven't used it very much, but it's something I think I could use more once I realize that I have something like that I can utilize. So I hope that helped you. Please hit the like button, leave some nice, clean comments down below. And I love you all. God bless you. And I hope that you're enjoying the tutorials. I am offering advanced tutorials on my website, but I promise you I will always be offering free tutorials on YouTube. I will continue to do that. I'll be continuing to offer speed paints. Thank you very much for your support, for all of my great subscribers, and I'll see you in my next video. Pray for me, I'm a sicko.